From pass plays that could beat any defense, to RPOs that result in huge gains, and we even have plays that are perfect for Dynasty when you're on the road dealing with Stadium Pulse. In this video, we're breaking down the 10 best plays in College Football 26 that's going to make scoring touchdowns easy, and it's going to help you win more games. So we're starting off with a play right here that is perfect for players of all skill levels, and it's only one hot route, which means it does a very good job in Dynasty when you're dealing with Stadium Pulse. We're in the gun 5 wide receiver right here, and we're going to scroll down and find the double pivot play. Now, this can be found in all the playbooks I'm showing right here on the screen, and the hot route is simple. We're going to press Y or triangle, select our outside left wide receiver, and then put him on a comeback, which is the left trigger or L2 button. Right here's the play, and we can basically cut this field into 2 halves. On the left side, we have a high-low between this comeback and this zig. We're just reading which space is open, underneath or over top. Right here, we have over top. So we're going to hit him. Now, it's important that we're obviously able to hit the throw, but you see we're able to get leverage like you saw right there, where we're able to get actually open underneath. So let's go here again. Let's make this read on the left side. We have underneath. We're going to hit him. Bang. And we're able to get a nice little gain of 6 right there. Definitely nothing wrong with that. Now, on the other side of the field, it's the same idea. We have a zig. We have a comeback. So we have this high-low. But then we have this in-route breaking over the middle of the field as well. So let's go here. And we're going to go quick dot to the zig. And we're able to pick up a few, and we even get a broken tackle to get a decent chunk. Now, I will often flip this play with the right trigger to make sure that my trip side, the side of the field with 3 wide receivers, is on the wide side of the field. Okay, so right here, we want our trips to the left. And pre-snap, I'm just trying to decide which half of the field I'm going to read. If you're a high-level player, you can actually read both halves, but if you're not, just stick to one. Right there, we're able to hit this comeback, and you see we're able to make this catch. And this is Akron against Bama, and if we go options right here, go into settings, just so you know, we're on Heisman right now. And if you think these plays are cool and you want to start using them, but you want entire offensive schemes that'll actually help you win more games, check out my website, civil.gg, where you'll be joining over 2,000 active members who are right now winning more games. You have complete guides to offenses and defenses that actually work. And right now, with the link at the top of my description, you can use code CIVIL30 and get 30% off everything you need to start winning more games. Now, if we jump into the Iowa offensive playbook, we'll actually find one of the best halfback direct snaps in the game. Now, if you don't know, halfback direct snaps are very good, and wow, there's an injury in the first play of the game. Wow. Halfback direct snaps are incredibly good here, but in the gun tight slot open, there is a halfback direct snap that is probably the best in the game. It's only found inside of Iowa's playbook, so either you're rocking Iowa or you're rocking a custom playbook, but I'm going to give you a tip that's going to help all direct snaps here in a second. This one's simple, though. We're just going to snap the ball, and we're going to go get downhill. You could cut this outside, or you could take it right up the gut like you saw me do right there. One thing that not a lot of people know is that with the right stick, you can actually flick this, and you can switch which side the run's going to. Notice right here, the direct snap is now going to attack a little bit more inside and go into the left. And if they're weak in the middle, this is actually a really good thing to do. So if we go right here to halfback direct snap, look, naturally this goes to the outside, but we could go right stick, flick it inside, and now we're going inside. Something else that a lot of people take for granted that you shouldn't is if you hold circle or B and then use the D-pad, you can switch players, right? One of the things that you should consider doing is trying to motion and get more blockers on the side of where you're running. Now, right there, he's in man coverage, my opponent is, so I'm actually just going to motion this guy back because I don't want to get an extra defender over there, but it's something to always kind of consider and potentially use depending on what style of defense that they're in. Right here, the defense is in zone, so watch me motion this guy across. We flip this run to the left side, and now we're just getting an extra body to the left. This would also be something where I could just run inside zone, and that might even be better. And you see, big play potential on this, and it's just super easy to run against pretty much any defense. Quite possibly my favorite play in this entire game. This is Flood out of the gun Y-off trio close. This is actually a brand new play this year, and we can find it in the BYU offensive playbook and in all the other offensive playbooks shown on the screen right here. Now, for this, one big thing is I like to keep my trips, my 3 wide receiver side, to the wide side. So right here, we're actually going to flip it with the right trigger and go to the left side. Now, on this play, it's one simple hot route. We're going to press Y or triangle, select our ISO wide receiver, and put him on a return route. This is actually like one of our #1 play calls on Civil GG. It's just incredibly good. The first thing I'm always reading is that trip side, and we're first checking the outside wide receiver, see if he's going to be open on his out route, and then I'm working my eyes back inside to this zig from the tight end. If he's not there, I'm then working my eyes further inside to this return route. So we go here. I don't like it. We got A, though. We're able to hit A. Kind of a bad rack animation, but we're able to pick up some easy yardage. I'm a big fan of any of these plays that require 1 or less hot routes because typically you can get one hot route off when you're on the road in Dynasty, and so, or just deal with Stadium Pulse, whatever game mode you might be playing in. So we're able to do that. Now right here, we're gonna force that return route. We had the zig. If the zig or the out route are open, make sure you hit that. But right there, I want to show you guys me throwing a different route, and we'll go check X. Well, we'll see if we can get X open. Is he open? Not really. We'll take the zig. I wanted to show the case the out route getting open, but you just don't get every single time, and you don't want to force any balls, right? Big thing, notice what I talked about with we're checking open, no, then move your eyes. One of the biggest mistakes people do is a route isn't open, but they stare down that route still. Right here, open. Boom, we're able to make the catch. We could have hit the zig, but I just want to showcase that out route. I never really find myself throwing the corner route over top. It just doesn't, like, we're not helping it out a ton, so it's not going to get open against zone very often. Against man, it could get open, but nonetheless, we'll go return route. Bang. Cool, nice little short gain. This formation's awesome. It's probably my favorite formation in the game. It's close, and it's part of my favorite scheme in the game out of the Oregon State playbook. That's actually what I would typically run this from. So this is the play Z-Cross out of the Gun Trips tight end. Now, Z-Cross can only be found inside the Alabama and Arizona offensive playbooks, but this is going to be a little bit more of a big hitter, something that's going to push the ball downfield a little bit more. So we're in Gun Trips tight end right here, and we're just going to put our tight end on a streak, and we're going to put our halfback on a flat route. So this is what the play art is going to look like. Now, we immediately can check our quick out, but really, we're not going to hit this out too often. The main read on this play, as there's an injury, the main read on this play out of the Gun Trips tight end is going to be this tight end quick to see if he's open just off the snap. We're then going to also look for our halfback in the flat, but we're looking for our crosser and our deep in route, okay? So it's kind of a big hitter. So bang, bang, don't like either of them. Guess who I do like, though? I like my in route. The in route can do a great job against man coverage a lot, and I actually had my crosser there as well that I could have hit. So something else that potentially, you know, you can, I could have thrown a couple of different options there. So looking for quick pass, not there. We go halfback. Whenever you have these halfback flats, don't take them for granted. You want to be looking to hit your halfback flat because it's going to actually make the defense have to play a little bit closer to you. And whenever they have to do that, guess what? You're in a good spot. Now here, this is a pretty not great situation to call this play. This is not something I would call this close to the end zone. So if we go here again, this time we actually get that tight end quick up the seam, and that's kind of what that looks like. So now they have to respect that quick seam, and you got to think, we have a ton of run plays from this formation. We have RPOs. We have a million different things we could do, and so it just is a great way of pushing the ball downfield, making them respect underneath at the same time. Right here, we get nothing, so we throw it away. And also, that's a good one to keep in mind, is that every play in college football can be stopped, okay? Every play can be stopped. I'm going to talk about it more of an advanced thing right here, where I'm seeing man coverage. So I'm going to take this out route, put him on a zig, just to optimize a little bit more against man. And we actually get bagged still by the man. We're able to hit that the zig route for a gain of 1. Not the worst. Let's go here again. Oh, they want to try blitzing me. We get our halfback in the flat. We go stiff arm, and we're able to get the first down. Do not take for granted our quick throws, which is that tight end seam and the halfback flat. So this is the Notre Dame offensive playbook, and this is a play that I actually feel comfortable just breaking the huddle and just straight up snapping. Not a single adjustment is needed. We are in the gun cluster, and the play call here is mesh post. Now, when we call this play, let's look at what it looks like at the line of scrimmage here. We have 2 drags going underneath, so this is the mesh. We have Fields on a drag route. Notice this is a little choice route. He could end up sitting in the middle or continuing on his drag. If he sits, it's zone. If he continues, it's man. Then we also have this drag from our tight end. This is also a choice route where he could sit against zone and continue against man. Then we have a little wheel. This could potentially beat man coverage. I don't love this. This just kind of pushes things to the sidelines. We have a post route, and then also our halfback is on a flat. If they do not respect the flat, we can hit our halfback consistently. A lot in our videos on this channel that we're going to talk about is making them respect the flat, right? If we have different things attacking short underneath, that's great because it also gets the ball off so fast. Right here, we're going to see this drag route do a good job against man coverage behind him. He does get a little hawk down, but that's not the end of the world. Let's go here again, mesh post. Notice we do this in almost all of our plays as well. If we have 3 wide receivers to a side, we keep them to the wide side of the field typically. Let's go here again. This time we're going to be able to hit this post route, and you see kind of why I like this play so much, because we can just break the huddle and just snap this ball. We don't need any adjustments really at all. Right now, my opponent, or the defense, is in goal line, which is kind of crazy. They send pressure. We go quick throw. That's why I like these drags so much. It's just bang, 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 right? So you've seen us hit different drags. You've seen us hit the post route. The halfback we've hit as well. Again, the only route we're really not going to hit too much is this wheel, unless they really blow coverage, which they really have to do. We get this drag route again. My eyes are immediately going underneath and looking at the grass that's found at the kind of the line of scrimmage on both sides, because that'll kind of determine which drag is going to get open. And then if neither of them are there, we're going to work our eyes up to see what's happening with our post route. All right. Now, this close to the end zone, I don't love this play. We might be able to get it. Yeah, we don't. And we even get intentional grounding. That is some note for a lot of different plays, is that once you get inside really about the 7 or the 8, your play calling should change. This is one of the most unique plays in college football 26. This is the Mtn RPO Read Flat, and it's only found in 3 different playbooks. Now, what's cool here is that we get this jet motion going across, but this is actually a read option with the ability to throw it down to this flat. So the first thing we're gonna do is read this R icon. If he crashes down, I'm going to hold Air X to pull the ball. If he doesn't, I'm going to hand it off. Right there, he crashed down. So we're just going to pull the ball, get some yards with our QB. So that's just a normal read option, like you probably ran 100 times. But the next part of this play is, depending on how this blocking goes on the right side, you can actually dump it down to this flat, meaning that they not only have to defend a read option, but they also have to defend a jet motion screen. This play is great in short yardage situations and just in the open field, as long as your players actually block. Right here, we're gonna run it again, and this time we're gonna pull it with our QB, and we're gonna get outside with him and get a ton of yards before sliding down. If you ever run it with the quarterback, try sliding to avoid wear and tear. So this has been one of the best and easiest pass plays in virtual football gaming for the past few years. Whoa! For the past few years. We're in the gun trips tight end for this, and this is the play curl flat. Now, the setup on this is incredibly easy. All we're going to do is press wire triangle, select our tight end, and go down on the right stick. That's going to create a drag route on him. Now, the quick reads on this play are the drag immediately. So we're going, boom, you have a pocket for him. Awesome. Hit him, throw him, able to get your little bit of rack, and potentially a big play too. I've seen this turn into a touchdown numerous times. Then, a lot of times what we're going to do is work our eyes back onto this angle route from the halfback. So drag, we'll pretend he's not there. Then we'll go angle route to the halfback. Now, right there, obviously, we want to hit that drag when he's open, but you kind of see where the eyes are going. A lot of times, one of the two will be open just because of how they complement one another. So we'll go drag again. Let's go here. Drag's open. We'll take that drag. Notice what the post route is doing. When we watch this back, the post route's pushing things downfield, which is opening up the drag underneath them. Now, against some coverages, you will find this post route to get open, but a lot of the times, you're not going to be hitting this post route unless they're in like man coverage or something. The post route really just does a great job of pushing these interior inside zones, pushing them back. We also have a go with curl flat concept going here on the outside. This is a good little 2-man route combo, but I would only recommend it if you are an advanced player who can make this read. Really, against the majority of people, you're going to be able to do a great job of just making the read between this tight end drag and the halfback angle. And I cannot stress enough that this is being played on the Heisman difficulty. This is one of the best route combos in college football 26, and it's incredibly easy to set up. Right now, we're in the gun deuce close formation, and the play we're calling is mesh spot. You can find this in a ton of different playbooks, and all we want to do is simply take this wide receiver who's on this little snag route in the middle, press wire triangle, select him, and go up on the right stick to make him into a post route. Then when the ball snaps, we're going to read both of these drags quickly over the middle. You'll find against both man and zone coverage, these drags get open a ton. And if they're not open, we're then going to work our eyes up and hit the post route. But again, right there, you see that the drag is open. That's because drags are really good in this game. This time, we're actually going to be able to hit this post route super late right in this bubble, and we're going to be able to score a touchdown. Add this play to your offense, and you're going to start scoring a lot more touchdowns and having a lot more fun on the game. So this play right here is honestly, it's kind of crazy. We just did a double motion, little shift action, and then we were able to keep it with our halfback, who was actually the quarterback. That's nuts. We're in the gun normal Y off, and the play call is going to be double motion halfback wrap. Now, this is pretty cool because, well, let's just take a look at what this is, okay? When we snap the ball, my quarterback and halfback are both going to shift over, and then the halfback is going to run a little wrap play where he's going to essentially fake the handoff to the quarterback, and the running back keeps it. This can only be found in Penn State's playbook, and I found this play on accident, and I've had a surprising amount of success with this play. Now, what's cool here too is that we right next to it have the double motion read option. So we're running a read option, but it's between the halfback and the QB, but reversed essentially, which is kind of nuts. And so right there, we actually handed off to Drew Aller, which probably isn't the best play ever, but it's, I mean, it's pretty cool. It's a nice little change up to just doing the halfback wrap over and over. So let's go right here, 4th and 1. Let's run this. We're trying to read that R icon. Let's see if he bites down or not. He's not going to. We're going to hand this one off. And I wouldn't recommend doing this with your starting quarterback because he's going to get worn and torn. But we got big play potential. Remember, with that R icon, if he crashes down, we're going to hold A or X on PlayStation to pull the ball. If he doesn't, we're just going to touch nothing to hand it off. So right there, we're actually going to hand that one off. We're going to run it again. The QB the QB handoff, again, maybe not the greatest thing we want to be doing, but it was too cool and right next to this to not talk about. Let's go back to the wrap right here, though. And we're doing this on Heisman against Texas's defense, so, like, it's definitely, you know, formidable. Bang, just need our blocks to hold up. A little broken tackle action. This is a really cool run play. This is an easy route combo that you should steal if you want to throw easy dots in College Football 26. We're here inside the Oregon State offensive playbook in the gun Y-off trips nasty formation. The play call here is Dagger Whip. All we want to do is take our outside right wide receiver and put him on an out route. That's going to be Y or triangle. Select that wide receiver, who's B in this case, and then go out on the left stick. So the player, it's going to look like this. We're going to first check our out route, then we're going to work inside to the zig. If the zig is wide open, we're going to rat catch it with X or square on PlayStation. And if it's a tighter throw, we can possession catch it with A or X on PlayStation. We go here again. See, like this zig, it just does a great job of getting open in the middle of the field. Notice we're not waiting for him to go all the way outside here, but instead we're throwing it as he's kind of cutting in the middle. But if that out route's open, we need to hit that and make them respect it. That out route is a massive ball to be able to hit consistently because a lot of people are going to try cheating and not defending it. What's nice here is that you can actually recreate this route combo from a ton of different formations in College Football 26, meaning that you can do it from every single playbook. If you enjoyed this video and you want full offensive and defensive schemes, I'll actually help you win more games. Check out civil.gg, which is linked in the top of the description. We join over 2,000 active members who are actually winning more games with our offenses and defenses.